Welcome back to the Barrett channel and welcome to another video. A warm welcome to all our regular subscribers and a special welcome to any new subscribers who are watching for the first time. Before I get into the video, I just want to say a big thank you to all of those people who do support our channel. I'll put the graphics up on the screen here right now. You can support us either through WeChat, you can support us through Buy Me a Coffee, or you can support us through Patreon, and a very big thank you for that. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is something that's been in the news quite a lot in the last week, and that's about Donald Trump. But before I do, I just want to recap. So when the COVID pandemic first broke out in China, we have to remember, and the clue is in the name, it was a novel coronavirus. So they saw some cases. Initially, the Chinese doctors and authorities thought it was a type of pneumonia and that it was related to a wet market in Wuhan. But after some initial investigation, a lot of people say China were very, very slow in reacting, but I don't see that. I think they took the right procedures, they went through the right protocol. Very quickly they identified that it was transmitting person to person. Upon realizing this, they informed the WHO, they sequenced the genome and made it available to the rest of the world, and they shut down Wuhan, and they started shutting down pretty much whole parts of China in an attempt to stop the spread. Now, how does this relate to the Donald Trump news of this week? Well, it relates because what I'm trying to make the point here is that when this broke out in China, it was a new thing. They didn't know nothing about it. By the time it reached other countries, those other countries already knew a lot of information about that pandemic, that virus, because they'd had that information from China. Now, the news this week that's been breaking is about Donald Trump. So first of all, when this virus first kicked off, Donald Trump was kind of suggesting that it was going to disappear, that it wasn't a problem for the USA because he'd shut down flights from China and it had all been dealt with. And then as the numbers started rising in the US and things started getting worse, Donald Trump quickly shifted the blame and he started suggesting that the WHO and China had not been forthcoming with information of just how deadly and how bad this virus was. And it's obviously been uncovered this week by the interviews with Bob Woodward, or Woodford, I'm not quite sure, I think it's Woodward, Bob Woodward, that Trump knew very well the severity of the virus, but he chose to play it down. And those was his words. You know, he said to Bob, oh, you know, it contracts through the air, it's 5 times more deadly than the flu. Yet to the public he was saying that it's not a problem, it will disappear, we've got it under control. And you know, so he's conveying a completely different message in public to what he's conveying in private. And this is kind of concerning because general public look to their leaders for advice and guidance. And Donald Trump was guiding the general public to believe that this virus was not such a big issue, when in fact he knew it was a big issue. And you know, so I sometimes think now, looking back at knowing this information, Trump was very aware of how much of a problem it was. Yeah, he tried to shift the blame onto first China and then the WHO, which is just unbelievable. And you know, had Trump have acted properly and been upfront with people, many lives could have been saved. And it's kind of also come out today that Trump and the administration, or the Trump administration, was even pressuring the CDC and Fauci by email to change their narrative on the information they put out. So you have a situation here where the experts were trying to inform the public of how risky this virus was, and on the other hand you've got Trump and his administration trying to downplay it. And you know, I just find this from a leader of the United States, this is just absolutely crazy, you know. And it's fairly obvious there's been tens if not hundreds of thousands of more deaths because Trump played it down. And I have my opinion on to why he did that. And again, you know, you let me know down in the comments what your opinion is of this. But you know, he obviously played it down, not because he didn't want to panic the people like he's saying. Oh, that's another thing. He also suggests that if Bob Woodward or Woodford, whichever one it is, would have came out with this information earlier, many lives would have been saved. Now, I'm not going to go into the reasons why Bob Woodward or Woodford didn't release this information sooner, but there's a guy I watch on YouTube, a guy by his channel's called Beau of the Fifth Column. I will link the video he made down below, but he makes a fantastic job of explaining just why Woodford did not release that information sooner. And you know, it's obvious to me that the reason Trump did this is simply because he didn't want to ruin his chances for re-election. You know, and it's absolutely crazy that now, you know, it seems that the pandemic is pretty much out of control in the USA now. Cases are rising, and they've got the autumn coming. Americans call it the fall. And you know, many predict that by the end of the fall there could be another 60-70,000 who have died because of this coronavirus. And I just think that is absolutely terrible. You know, I really don't know what else to say. I will link Beau of the Fifth Column video in this. Really appreciate you all for watching this video. I am at the end of my rant about it now, and so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel in general, please hit that subscribe button. But as always, for now, take care.